Hey there YouTube, this is the Unseen Movie Lover, and I'm here today to give my slightly late review of The Karate Kid. So what's this about? Well, the film focuses on Dre Parker, played by Jaden Smith. He's a 12-year-old who moves reluctantly from Detroit to China with his mother, played by Taraji P. Henson. Whilst he's trying to fit in, Dre makes friends with a Chinese girl. Unfortunately, this brings the wrath of a young bully and his gang down on top of him like a ton of bricks. They all know Kung Fu, and Dre basically gets turned into mincemeat. Just when it looks like Dre's life is going to be a living hell, he's saved by his building's maintenance man, Mr. Han, played by Jackie Chan. Mr. Han promises to train Dre so that he can face the bullies in an upcoming tournament. Through Mr. Han's training, they become friends, and Mr. Han also becomes a father figure to Dre. And the original Karate Kid is a blast of pure 80s nostalgia. The time and place in the original are keenly felt, whilst the performances, direction, and the cinematography are really strong. It's not a perfect or a necessarily great film in the traditional sense of the word great, but it's still a movie that I cannot help but love. What pleasantly surprised me about this movie is just how faithful it remains to the spirit of the original, and how it even has moments of genuine emotional power. This is not a generic product from the studio, which many people, including myself, were fearing. My confidence wasn't really boosted when I realised that Harold Svat, the director of Agent Cody Banks and The Pink Panther 2, was at the helm for this one. But he does a really strong job of directing here. He definitely avoids the idiocy of his previous movies to craft the Karate Kid that will not only satisfy fans of the original, but will also prove thoroughly entertaining for those who haven't heard of the Karate Kid. The performances are solid across the board as well. Jaden Smith looks set to be just as big a star as his dad will. Whilst he doesn't give an excellent performance, he exudes charm, energy, and likability. This is to Jaden what Prince of Bel-Air was to Will, a chance to get out there and show his potential as a lead actor, which there is plenty of based on this. Jackie Chan as Mr. Han absolutely steals it. He's terrific, he is funny, and he is surprisingly emotional. There's one devastating scene where Han's tragic past is revealed, and it is just excellently acted by both Chan and Smith. It's a brilliant scene. Taraji P. Henson does a lot with a thin role as Dre's mother, and there's a real camaraderie between them, and it really convinces a mother-son relationship. Chinese actors are all really good. One who stood out for me was Ro Jung Yu, who played the instructor for the bullies, and he is really evil. By the end of this movie, he's probably going to be the guy you want to hit the most, and you hate him. Technically, this movie is really accomplished. Cinematography looks gorgeous. As soon as you leave the cinema, you're going to want to hop on a plane to China. The musical score by the legendary James Horner isn't particularly memorable when you leave the cinema, but during the film it really helps you to get immersed in the action. And the fight sequences for a PG movie are surprisingly brutal. The first fight scene between Dre and the bullies is pulverizing. There's one brilliant fight scene between Jackie Chan and kids where he basically annihilates them with all these really sophisticated moves, and he doesn't beat them up, he lets the kids beat themselves up. So that's quite cool to watch. And the finale as well is incredibly action-packed. There are a series of really well done fights, and it is just really entertaining, and you kind of want to cheer at the end as well when you see what happens. Now, I'm not saying there aren't flaws. At a running time of 2 hours and 20 minutes or thereabouts, it goes on for too long. This use less scenes with the bullies. We get the picture that they are making Dre's life a living hell. They're making it really difficult for him. We don't need to see them beating him up about 5 times. We only need the 2 times. First time Dre gets beaten up, and the time where he's saved by Mr. Han. The romance takes up too much screen time without there being much effect at the end, and even though the cinematography is gorgeous, you sometimes get the feeling that the filmmakers are trying too hard to give an epic sense of the country of China, and it just goes on to the point where we get it. It's a big place. It's really epic. You don't need to show off this much, and it's kind of unnecessary because this is intimate about a boy just learning kung fu and taking down some bullies. But those are just pretty minor quibbles. Apart from those little complaints, The Karate Kid is a really satisfying, really entertaining movie. I really enjoyed it. I think it did service to the original. Whilst it didn't surpass the original, it's still a really entertaining movie. Is it on the same level as the big summer releases like Inception and Toy Story 3? No, and no. But it easily matches and often surpasses the other summer offerings we've had so far. So I'm going to give The Karate Kid a big, enthusiastic 4 out of 5 stars. That's my review for The Karate Kid. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed doing it, and I hope you'll stay tuned for more videos from the Unseen Movie Lover.